Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous class, we already covered about ABAP editor. So if you have not watched the video, then please go and watch. In today's class, we are going to practice some ABAP programs with real-time examples. So where we will write the code? We will write our code or program in ABAP editor. And what is the transaction code for ABAP editor? SE38. As we are going to create a program, so it will be a custom program. It is not created by SAP. We are going to create. So it is a custom program, and every custom program should start with Z or Y, Z or Y. All these things we have covered in our last class. Please go and watch the previous video. So let's practice some real-time program. In today's class, we are going to create a program to display employee information. So let's go to our SE38 transaction code. SE38. So it will take us to ABAP editor screen where we will write our code. So let's create one program, Z employee underscore info, and we will create the program. We will give the title. Title should be meaningful. What is the purpose of the program? To display employee information. So we will give the title as display employee information. And what is the type of the program? The program type is executable program. Whenever we will execute this program, it will give us some result. It will give us the employee information. Now save it as a local object. Why to save it as a local object? Because we are practicing. We are in training phase. We are not transporting this program to any other system like quality system or production system. We are not going to transport this program to quality or production. And I have already told you that the package for local object is $tmp. What is the package name? $tmp. And we will save it as a local object. Now we are in our ABAP editor screen. So what is the first statement in our ABAP editor screen or in our program? Report and report name. What is the program name? Z employee info is our program name. And this is a mandatory statement. We cannot delete it. It should be in the first place. Report program name. What is the program name? Z employee info. So let's quickly write a program. Do not worry about the program. I will explain each and every line of the program. So let's start the program and we will write the program first. Then we will understand line by line. Data v underscore emp id of length 4 type C, and the statement ends with a period. So this is a statement and it will end with a period. So next line is v underscore emp id is equals to 100a, ends with a period. Next is write v underscore emp id. Okay. After writing the code, what are the 3 steps we have to follow? We have to save the program. We have to check syntax whether the code is correct or not. So we got program Z employee info is syntactically correct. Next we have to activate the program. We activated it and now we will execute the program and we will see what is the result we are getting. We are getting the result. Display employee information is our title. We gave it in our title section and 100A is the result. Now let's get back to our program and we will see line by line. I guess you have no issue with this line, report and report name. Z employee info is our program name and this is our first line or first statement. In the next line, we will start our program flow first. We will understand what is the program flow, what we have done here and what we are getting in the result. Let's go back to our PPT. I will make understand everything in clearly. So what is the program flow here? So we declare one variable first. We declare one variable first. If we go here, we declare a variable name. Variable name is v underscore employee ID. What is the length of the variable? 4 is the length of the variable. And what type of it is variable? It is type C. Type C means character. So it can have character or alphanumeric value. It can contains character or alphanumeric value. And how I declare the variable? With help of data keyword. So data, a variable name of length and type. Data keyword is used to define variable. Okay, data keyword is used to define variable. So let's get back to our PPT. So what we did here, we write as data v employee ID of length 4 type C. So what data keyword will do? Data keyword will create a memory space. Okay, so data keyword will create a memory space because we have declared one data, one variable. We have created one variable. We have defined one variable, right? So it will create a memory space of length 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have created a variable. What is the name of the variable? V underscore emp id is the variable name. And what is the length of the variable? 4 is the length of the variable. So it can contains 4 character. It may be character or it may be alphanumeric. Now, in the second part, what is the first part? What is the type of the variable? It is the type C, means character. So it can contains character or alphanumeric. Now we declare the variable first. In the first phase, we declare the variable. In the second phase, we will assign the value to our variable. We will assign value to our variable. So what value we have assigned here? We have assigned 100A. We have assigned the value as 100A to our variable. So 100A will be here 100A. What is the value of the variable? 100A. Now value is stored in the variable. In the third step, we display the value in the result screen. How to display the result? With help of write keyword. Why we are using write keyword? Write keyword is used to display the result. So write variable name. So what this variable contains? This variable contains 100A. This variable contains 100A. So what is the result? What is the output of the program? Program output will be 100A. I hope you all understand this simple workflow. So what is the workflow here? We will define the variable first, then value assigning, then showing the output. Define, value assign and showing the output. Define the variable, assign the value to the variable and display the result stored in the variable. So for defining, what keyword we used? We used data keyword. We used data keyword for defining the variable. For value assigning, it is just simple. We will write the variable name and we will assign the value in a single quote. Single quote means we can call it as a literal. Whatever the value we want to display as a result. Suppose I want to display as ABCD. Okay, I want to display the value as ABCD. So we will assign the value ABCD in a single quote to the variable v underscore empid is equal to ABCD. That is why we will call it as a literal. Okay, this is called literal. So if anybody asks you in ABAP interview question what is literal, so you can clearly tell that whatever the value we want to display in the result or whatever the value we want to assign to our variable, we can write it in a single quote and we can call it as a literal. Okay, what is it? Literal. 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 Okay. So what are the three steps? Define the variable, assign the value to the variable, and display the result or showing the output. So we declare the variable v underscore empid of length 4 and type C. Type C means it can contains characters or alphanumeric. So here this is alphanumeric. We have numbers and we have characters as well. So we will assign the value 100A to our employee ID and we will display the result with help of write keyword. Data keyword is used for defining the variable, write keyword is used for displaying the output. Now get back to our SE38 ABAP editor screen, we will see. So in the first line, what we did, we declare the variable with help of data keyword. Data v underscore empid of length 4 type C. Okay. In the next line, we assign the value of 100A to our variable. V underscore empid equals to 100A. And in the next line, we display the output with the help of write keyword. Okay. Now, if I execute the program, what I am getting? I am getting 100A. Suppose I want the 100A to be shifted rightwards. I mean, I need some space before 100A. I need some space before 100A. What we can do here? So we can simply write it as 10. Suppose I want 10 space after before the value before the result. I need 10 space before the result. What we will do here, again save, check syntax, syntactically correct, activate, execute. See, we are getting 10 spaces before the value. 100A is our result and before the result we are getting 10 spaces. Now we can go back. Suppose I don't want to execute this entire code. I don't want to execute this code. So we don't need to delete this line. Suppose you have thousands of lines of code. From thousands of lines of code, you don't want particularly 100 lines of code. So you don't need to delete those lines. You can just comment it. How to comment? We can select all the lines. We can right click. We can go to format and we can go to comment out lines. So we have commented it. So it will not execute when I will execute this program. This part of the code, this part of the program will not execute. These 3 lines will not execute. Now if I execute the program, what I will get? Nothing I will get. What I will get? Nothing I will get because I have already commented out. Okay. So this is called full line comment or single line comment. So we can say that these 3 lines will not execute in our program. So let's go to our next program. We will see. I think the system is slow. We can close the session and we can start it again. It will take some time. So what we will do, we will create one more variable. So we will create one more variable and we will execute with the program. Okay. So we don't want these 3 lines. We will comment it out. How to comment? Just go to right click, select all the lines, right click, format, comment out lines. Okay. Now we can copy these 3 lines and we will come down. We will paste it. How to uncomment this? Same. We have to right click, format, uncomment lines. Okay. So now what we will do? We will do we will declare one more variable. So data v underscore emp name. Why we are writing v underscore? Because in real time variable should be start with v underscore. That is why we are practicing with real time scenarios only. We will take variable as v underscore, then variable name. Okay. So v underscore emp name. So employee ID and employee name. Length should be your 15 or 10 and type would be C. So v underscore emp name is equals to Ram. Ends with period. Right. Again 10 space. Then v underscore emp name. Period. Now if I save this code, check syntax, activate it and execute it. What I got? Ram. Why we are not getting 100A employee ID? Let's go back and check. Can you guess why we are not getting the value 100A? Because in right section, after 10 space, we have written it as v underscore emp id. So what system will do here? First system will write 100A. Again what we did, so in the first place, okay, I'll show you. Let's comment it out. We can comment this line. Okay, we can comment this line. Format, comment out lines. So we have commented it. After that, we will save. We'll check syntax. We'll activate. Now we are getting 100. Okay, we are getting 100. After that, what we have did, again we write the result with the same 10 space and with the employee name. So what it does, what system does, system override the 100A with value RAM. After 10 space, we have 100A. After 10 space, we have 100A. Same, after 10 space, we override with the employee name. That is why if I remove this one, if I save, if I activate, and if I execute, 100A is overridden by the value RAM, because we have taken the same 10 spaces. So what we will do here, we can give some more spaces, 20. So we will give 20. We'll save the code. We'll check syntax. We'll activate. We'll execute. Now we are getting both the value. After 10 space, we are getting 100A. After 20 space from the beginning, we are getting RAM. So do you understand the code here? Write 10 means from starting 10 space. Write 10 means from starting 10 space, v underscore employee ID value will be shown. What is the value? 100A. After 10 space, 100A will be shown. If I write 10 here, same 100A will be replaced by RAM. That is why we have to take some more spaces. So from starting 20 spaces, we will write the name as RAM. We will execute. So from 10 spaces, the value is 100A. From 20 spaces, the value is RAM. I hope you are clear with this. We can comment it. Suppose I want to write it not in the same line. I want to write it in the next line. So if I execute here, you can see that both the value are in same line. I want it, this RAM value, I want it in Next line, below 100A. We'll see how can we write. Suppose I will say /10. Okay. Save. Check syntax. Activate. And execute. See, we are getting line by line. First, in the first line, after 10 space, 100A. In the next line, after 10 space, value RAM is showing. So what to do? If I want the value in the next line, we have to give slash. Do not confuse about this slash and /n in the command bar. If I enter /n in the command bar, it will override this section and it will create a new session. But if I write slash here, it will create a new line. Okay. So I hope you everything was clear. Let's see our next program. What we will do here now, we will create one more variable for our employee. So how to comment it? Right click, format, comment out lines. Okay. So let's see one more variable, data v underscore emp age of length 3. Age should be 3, right? Type n. Type is n. Type n means numeric. Numeric means 10, 15, 12, whatever. Now we define the variable. We will assign the value to the variable emp age equals to 25 period. And we will write the v underscore emp age. Now if I save, check syntax, activate and execute. I'm getting the value 100A, RAM 25. Why we are getting 0 as in the prefix? Because we have taken 3 characters. So there will be 3 place, but we are assigning 25 2 characters. That is why the first place will be your 0. Okay. Now, suppose you have 10 variables. Suppose you have 10 variables to display. So it is very difficult to write 10 times data and 10 times write. And again, you have to assign each value to variables. Okay, each variable you have to assign values. So it will be a very long. How to minimize the code and how can we improve our performance? We can improve our performance by chain operator. So what is chain operator? We will see. So what chain operator will do? We'll remove this data. We can define all the variables with a single keyword, single data keyword. After data, we will give column. This column is called as chain operator. This column is called as chain operator. So when we give the column as chain operator, we can include multiple variables in the data keyword. But we have to give comma here, because this is not the end of the statement. The end will be after defining all the variables, because we are including all the variables into a single data keyword, right? So after giving column operator, we will define all our variables and we will end with a comma, and at the last we can give the period, because we have defined 3 variables. So at the end of third variable, we have given the period. Understand? Same, we have assigned the value. Same for right keyword also, we can give as column chain operator, and we can remove this right keywords with help of single right keyword. We can show our result, comma and ends with the period. Okay, understand? So if we have multiple variables, then we can use a single data keyword with help of chain operator. What is chain operator? This column. This column is a chain operator. With help of chain operator, we can define all the variables in a single data keyword with help of comma, comma, and at the end we will give the period. Same for right keyword as well. Now if I check syntax, syntactically correct, activate, activated it, now execute. Same output, same output. But here we don't need to write multiple times data keyword and multiple times right keyword. With help of single data keyword and single right keyword, we get the same result. Now we need to more optimize this code. So what we will do? So we will comment out this line. Format, comment out lines. We will do value 100A. Okay. What we are doing here, we are defining the variable and assigning the value at the single line, at the same line. But here we are defining the value defining the variable at a different line, and value assigning the value assigned to the variable are different line. But now what we are doing, we are defining the variable and assigning the value to the variable are in a single line. So this will reduce our code more. Value RAM, value 25. Okay. Now if I execute the same, check syntax, activate, execute, same output. So what we did here, we define the variable and assign the value to the variable in a single line. So now here the code length reduced, performance improved, and we get the same result. Okay. So I hope you have understand this programs. I have just started with the basics of real-time programs. In the later class, we will do more and more programs. We will practice each and every programs, and we have a great session ahead. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Keep in touch. If you have any doubt, you can write it in the comment section of this video, and please watch the previous video before coming to this video. Thank you everyone.